Hey friends, it's me, Christiana Gaudet, your Tarot Fairy Godmother. It's Saturday. That means it's time for the Saturday Psychic Sampler. Thank you so much for being here. Special shout out, of course, to the members and the moderators. Thank you for everything you do to make this channel successful. For everyone who's here today, thank you for being here. If you're new, please do subscribe. And if you're here, please like this video. A big shout out to Laura T. Laura, thanks for being a member. And thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. So you know what the deal is. On Saturday, we do specific questions only. It's the Saturday Psychic Sampler. So let's get going. As you can see, I'm working with Morgan Greer. And I'll take these in the order in which I see them, and I'll try really hard not to skip anyone. If I do accidentally skip you, just let me know. And if you see me skip someone, let me know. I try to keep an eye. So, here we go. Oh, Soulstar, I'm so glad that your tooth extraction went well. That seemed to be what the cards indicated, so that's great. All right. Trey Cameron, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Any advice from Spirit in getting back into my writing routine? Well, the thing that strikes me, Trey, is your writing routine was actually working. And I think you got out of it for a variety of reasons, perhaps also having to do with your computer breaking, but other things too. And so, like, there was nothing wrong with the routine as it was. The thing is, this is true for a lot of writers, and I think it's true for you. Very often with writers, but with other artists as well, there is a fear of success. There is a fear of completion. There is a fear of actually doing it. And so now you've had an excuse to not do it for a minute. Getting back in, you have to recognize you're afraid of it. The reason that it's hard for you to get back into your routine is you're afraid of it. Confront that fear. Recognize you're afraid of the work, but you're also afraid of your own success. You're afraid of the vulnerability. You're afraid of all the reasons that we fear writing. But the thing you fear most is that your writing is actually good. So that's what I have to say about that. All right. Claire C., it's so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Is my grandson choosing a good college? You know, excuse me for saying this, but I feel like he doesn't really know what the criteria should be, what the criteria is, what the criteria should be. I feel like, I think this was true when I was 17 and choosing a college. You know, we're not necessarily thinking, we're not necessarily thinking about the things we should be thinking about. And when we were younger, like in our day, it almost didn't matter because college wasn't that expensive and it was an experience that we needed. Now it's really expensive, so we have to choose well. So all of that said, I don't know. I don't know that it matters as much as what really matters wherever he goes is his mindset, his mindset to make the best of it. So, yes and no. Yes and no. I'm not thrilled. I'm not thrilled with what I see there. But I think he's making decisions not based on whether it's the right institution for him. He's making decisions on other things, based on other things. So it'll be up to him at the end of the day. His success or failure is very much in his hands. Laura T., thanks for being here. Man, it's Writer's Day here on the Psychic Sampler. Laura T., thanks for being a member, and thank you for the super sticker. Should I write a book? So I think it would be a great idea. I think you really have the creative talent. I think it would be good, but do not do it as an effort to make money. And the thing is, I feel like making money is probably the thing that you really need to do. And writing a book is not going to make you money in any kind of time frame, or maybe even at all. It's hard to know. And so yes, you should write a book. And in the long run, you could be successful. But don't do it for short-term success. Do it for long-term success. That's what I want to say. Melissa Grasso, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using members-only emojis. I am meeting with Dee, a female friend who I have not seen in a while. The situation triggers me from a cultural misogyny perspective. What do I need to know about this friendship? You know, this has been a very, very difficult thing. This has been an ongoing thing where you have felt, you've been friends for a long time, but you have felt treated unfairly, but it's also felt wrong that the friendship should not continue. The whole thing feels wrong in so many different ways. So many different ways. And so what you need to know about this friendship is that it has a purpose, it serves a purpose. But the problem is the person that you're dealing with speaks in absolutes, speaks in rules, speaks in absolutes. It should be this way. This is the way it is. It's only this way. You only do it this way. I think this person does that. And I think that that kind of thing is particularly difficult for you because you have a hard time looking at someone and saying, yeah, no, that's crap. That's crap. So I feel like what you need to know about this friendship is there is value here. But if you have a prayer of making this friendship work, you have to be willing with humor, with kindness, not in a triggered way, but in a funny way to say, excuse me, when this person or any person tells you something or presents something to you in a way that doesn't work for you, to be able to sort of say, oh, is that so? Or to be able to say, are you sure about that? Or I'm not sure that's a fact. Or to question, to push back, but to do it in a funny way so that there's no tension there. And that's a skill that would be good for you to learn in general. So this is not easy, and I recognize it's not easy, but it is valuable. Hope that was helpful. All right. And welcome to Fran at Tarot and the Scorpio. So nice to meet you. Glad you're here. I do see your question and we'll get to it. I do things in the order that I see them. So thanks so much for being here. All right. Next question that I see. Allie Mammon. Thanks for being here. Could you please tell me what the universe and spirit guides want me to focus on specifically, such as health, family, friends, or career? And while I'm shuffling, let me say hi to Smile Soul 20 and Teresa C. Thank you both for joining us today, and thank you both for being members. All right. Let's see what we got here. You can't always see what my hand's doing. My hands are always doing this, right? Always. Not always, but almost always. Okay. What should you focus on specifically? The changes that you need to make in your life. It's not about this area or this area or this area. It's this area. And it's the personal changes that you're making within to make the changes without easier. So it's your own personal growth and how you need to grow personally. That's the focus. Nalini Kalu, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. What area of my life should I expect good things soon? Creativity, very specifically, creativity and spirituality. Teresa C., thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being a moderator. Thanks for using members only emojis. I'd like to know if it would be well received if I reached out to A, or if it's better to wait to hear from them. Reach out. Well, the thing is, if you don't reach out, you may not hear from them, or you may not hear from them in the time frame you're hoping. But if you do reach out, it may not be well received. Do not reach out. Do not reach out. Hey, Pip, it's nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. I'm wondering if there's any guidance for moving forward with my tarot business. Ooh, well, there's my favorite topic. All right. Moving forward with your tarot business. Yeah, do it. The first advice is freaking do it. See it, believe in it, make it happen, build it, create it, and believe in it. You don't trust yourself. You don't trust yourself. You don't trust the possibilities, and you need to. And I know that you do trust your abilities, but I think you trust your abilities as a reader, not necessarily as a business person. Fair. But, you're smart. Figure out what you have to do and do it. But the key is freaking do it. Own it. Selma, nice to see you. I had a vivid dream last night. I was speaking to a gentleman. Was S in my dreams? I don't think that's what was going on. George, is Cherry starting a legal case against me? I think there may be some threats there, and obviously you should be careful and protect yourself no matter what, but I'm really not thinking so, no. Cassia, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Moving tomorrow for another house and family. Please, an angel's guide for this move to be successful. Well, it depends what you mean by successful. This will be a place to be for a while. It's not where you're going to be in the long run, but it's a place where you can be. All of this has been temporary places while you try to land. And each time you land, you're like, please let this be the place where I can just be. And it may not be, but it'll be okay for now. It'll be an improvement for now, and that's okay. Over time, you will ultimately find the place where you need to be in the long run. This is an improvement. Swati, nice to see you. I qualified my internship exam. Congratulations. Now I have to appear to an interview round for the final selection. It will be on the 3rd of May. Will I get the final selection? So this could go either way. What you need to know is you need to be very comfortable, very prepared, and in this interview, it's not important that you know everything. You can always say, I don't know that. I'd have to look that up, or this would depend on this or this or this. You don't have to have the right answer. What's going to be most important is that you don't try to BS anybody, and that you are personable and you make a connection. That's the most important way. That's the most important thing. Adrija, it's so nice to see you. I've done a candle work, a lover's spell work. Was it a success? All right. It will bring something to you. I don't know if it will bring to you what you want, but it will bring something to you. Hey, Caroline McLaughlin, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Christine Hallowell, thanks for being here. Here we go. And Caroline, thank you for being a member. Christine, nice to see you today. You're up next, Christine Hallowell. I'm negotiating my lease renewal. Will I get a lower price, a smaller unit, or have to move somewhere else? All right, let's take a look. All right, here we go. You may end up having to move. I'm sorry. The negotiation to stay where you are, it's worth trying, but if it does not go your way, be willing to move if you have to. Elizabeth Peralta, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Have I found my second job yet? And thank you for your kind words about my hair. It does its own thing every day, man. I do the same things with it, and it does what it wants to do. That is the thing about curly hair. All right. All right, here we go. Elizabeth, have I found my second job yet? I think you might have done. Yeah, looks good. Soul Star, nice to see you. Karen Hendershot, yours is the next question. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being here. What's going on with my love life? So frustrating with people with no boundaries or respect. I feel like I'm setting my expectations too high. No, I think you're going through the hell that is known as app dating. And it's just, or any kind of dating when you really put yourself out there, is like you have to weed through so much crap. Your standards are not too high. Your standards are not too high. I'm going to say it one more time. Your standards are not too high. You will find what you're looking for if you don't settle for some jackass. You just have to weed through the jackassery and you're only looking for one. Look for that person that will make you happy, not the person who will make you miserable. Look for the real thing, and you're going to have to weed through all the crap, but you will find it if you allow yourself. Andrea 54 Hector, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Hope you're doing well. All right, hang on one second. Here we go. Okay. Oh, Adrija, you'll definitely get a new love interest. Without a doubt, you're going to get a new love interest. Whether it's the one you want or not will be another question, but you're definitely getting one. Okay. Okay, JF1, thanks for being a member. Thanks for being here. In a difficult family situation, I'm sorry. Looks like I'm the only one who's left as of yesterday to handle a relative's Social Security disability. They can't do it. I need advice on how to handle this with sanity intact. Great question. This may not be yours to handle either. This may require a professional. There is only so much you can do. And I feel like the person who is disabled makes it difficult, isn't cooperative. And that may be part of the disability, but there's only so much anyone can do. And I think the other family members are like, yeah, no, I'm out. I can't do it. And you're like, well, it has to be done. And it does have to be done, but I have a feeling it may be time for an attorney or some other person to come in and help. You know, you may need to be the coordinator, not the doer, if that makes sense. Okay, Andrea 54 Hector. Is there anything Divinity wants to tell me about my relationship and money problems? All right. Relationship, you know, I feel like money is going to improve and relationship is going to improve. Both of these things are going to improve. Any current relationship that you have going on right now may not really be worth it, right? So consider that. Consider that improvement may mean change. That's up to you, but that's possible. And financial improvement is going to come from hard work, but it's going to come. So you may need to make some changes to make some improvements. All right, Santiago, what can my Aunt Concepcion expect in regards to finances? May need some help and some guidance. Not likely to be super wealthy, but likely to be okay. It's fine. It's fine. It'll be fine. Okay. Fran at Tarot and the Scorpio, thanks for being here. Hope you subscribe. Glad it was recommended by friends. That's fabulous. Can I ask about work? Should I stay or is it time to look for a new job? It is definitely time to look for a new job. It is definitely time to look for a new job. And in terms of the current job, you can work the current job and do a good job with it for as long as you need to. But you should definitely be looking for the next thing that's going to be better. Okay. Maria Baresi, so nice to see you. Salima would like me to ask if the person she is thinking of romantically is thinking of her in that same way. My thought on that, unfortunately, is maybe not. Maybe not. I would say widen your horizon there. Kanchan Verma, so nice to see you. So, whatever the universe, guides, ancestors' message might be at this time, there are changes coming around you. There are big changes coming. Be willing and be prepared. This should not be scary to you because it opens you up to good new things. Yeah, Teresa, I will not reach out then. Yes, seriously. Okay. Ren Geronimo, asking if my husband still loves me. Okay, let's take a look. I think there's been some communication difficulties. I think the two of you have gone through some difficulties and that's what you're dealing with. But I think the love is still there. I think the love is still there. You just have to work through it. Work through it. Work through the difficulties. Communicate. That's what I mean. You have to communicate. Yolanda, nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. We appreciate you. Is there anything significant going to happen at my current place of employment concerning me? I think you may actually make a friend. I think you're going to feel left out by some people. I think you'll make the best of it and work for a while. You may end up liking it better than you do now, maybe. You'll help your clients. Those are the things. Gemini Sun, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a moderator here. What do I need to know right now, or what area of my life do I need to focus on? You need to figure out what is really true regarding the people in your life and how you interact with them, and if that's working for you. Where you want to be in your life, what you want to be doing, and how to get there. These are the things you need to be focused on. You are like ready to do something. You're ready to build something. You're ready to make something happen. But it's still very much like feeling like it's fantasy rather than reality, but it's within your power to make it a reality, so do it. Okay, Ashley, I would like to know what Spirit wants me to know. Okay. Oh, JF1, the people who were doing it passed away. Okay. Okay, so it's not like they chose not to do it. Okay. But I still do feel like the person is difficult, and yeah, you need help. You need help. It's okay. You can find help. There is help available. All right, Ashley, what Spirit wants you to know? Spirit wants you to use your creativity and do not be afraid of your emotions. Bhakti Shakti, so nice to see you. You going to be near me in Florida? Would love to catch up with you. So you're leaving. I don't know if this is a question. About leaving Ron. You don't necessarily want to go back. Okay, so when we look at what's going on, Bhakti Shakti, when we look at what's going on there, you know, the two of you ultimately have this very good on-again, off-again relationship that actually works. Maybe leaving isn't like, I'm never going to see you again. Maybe leaving is I'm taking some time away, you're taking some time away, and then we'll meet back and we'll talk about it. Maybe it doesn't have to be dramatic. Maybe we just sort of naturally take time apart and then naturally come back together when the time is right. Is that possible? It would be cool if it was.
I'm not sure I understand.
Yeah, right. My watch comes up and says, I'm not sure if I understand. I'm not sure if he is going to understand. But I think it's worth trying. It's worth trying. All right. Cheryl Jefferson, nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. I would appreciate a card for my daughter about her upcoming difficult exam she needs to pass. Tell her she's got this. She shouldn't be cocky. She needs to be well studied. But she can absolutely do this, and this is her right path. It's a good thing. It's a really good thing. Gina Rutledge, nice to see you. What guidance do I need for the week? It's going to be a challenging one with so many irons in the fire at once. Oh, Cassandra, I may have accidentally skipped your question. I'll go to you next. I'm going to do Gina, and then I'll come to you. I apologize. Okay. So Gina, guidance for the week. Don't forget to reach out to your friends and ask for help and ask for what you need. And if people are asking for things from you that you don't have the time or the responsibility for, say, I just can't, I don't have the bandwidth for that. Remember to take good care of yourself physically and emotionally so you'll have the energy to do what you need to do, but the week will actually go pretty well. All right, Cassandra, I am so sorry. Let me roll back and find you. Where are you? No. I am not seeing you here. Cassandra. Where are you? I saw you in one thread, but I didn't see you in the other, which is not on you. I have two threads here, and I try to keep an eye. I know you posted. So I'm looking for your question. Hang on a minute. I know it's here somewhere. Here it is. I see it. I'm so sorry I missed it. Not sure how I did, but I did. Okay, Cassandra, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. How long are my parents going to repeat the toxic cycle they are currently in until they either divorce or figure their shit out and move beyond? That is a great question. That must be so hard for you. And when we look at how this affects you, it's important for you to have good boundaries. You may not want to hear it. One or both of them may complain to you, and you may need to say, this isn't for me to hear. I can't hear this. You don't have to be a parent's confidant as they go through this. So make sure you have good boundaries because this is hard for you. Now, the thing is, I think they really do love each other. I think they really, really, really do. And I think they're both really good people. I think that they don't quite know what to do with each other. And I think it's about poor communication. And excuse me for saying it, but I think your father's emotional intelligence is lacking. And so that's where some of the problem is. How long are they going to be in this cycle? Who the heck knows, man? But if I had to guess what's going to happen, I think it's going to continue for a while, and the most likely possibility is going to be that they figured out and learned how to live together, but that's not advice. That's just what I think. All right. I don't necessarily know that could be helpful, except I think to know that you have a right to have boundaries here, to not let this affect you as much as it perhaps does. And to know that there really is love there, that they really are good people and they really do love each other. It's probably good to remember that too. All right, Joyous Ocean, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using members-only emojis. I feel great. That's great. What does Spirit want me to know? that you are on the right path, and you just have to use your creativity and your spirituality, and the rest will go along with it. You know, it'll all be good. Audrey M., so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member. Would love to hear what the cards have to share with me today. Well, let's take a look. Audrey, there may be some ways that you're feeling stuck and other ways that you're feeling that things are changing and getting better, and it's up and it's down. You may be dealing with a lot of different mood swings as well. So the thing to do as much as possible is to let go of the things you cannot control and let go of the things that are not serving you. That's really the key. All right, my friends. I hope I didn't skip anyone else, but if I did, now's the time to tell me. If you haven't asked a question, but you want to, now's the time. I know we look for specific questions on Saturday, but I've been letting it pass. So the people who say, what does Spirit want me to know? What do I need to know? I am answering those questions, even though that's not really the format of Saturday, but I'm answering them anyway. Cassandra, thank you. That's funny. Sort of. And so Denise, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. What does Spirit want you to know? You know that your feelings matter, but sometimes your feelings aren't your feelings. They're things that have gotten triggered. And so the key, I think, the key for you, Denise, is to know when to stand firm and say, this is what I'm feeling and this is what I need to deal with, and when to recognize that what you're feeling isn't really what you're feeling, and so you shouldn't respond to it. Figure out the difference between those two kinds of feelings, and everything will be okay. Rosemarie, nice to see you. I'm going through a rough time. I've told you this before. My husband left me over a year ago, and I'm stuck living in a hotel. When will I get out of here? I'm so sorry. That's horrible. Oh, and the deck is Morgan Greer. Oh, Joyous Ocean, you went on a date with someone? Whoa, way to bury the lead, girl. We're doing that reading today. I'm sorry, but we are. I'm going to wait and get there, but we're doing it. Rosemarie. So, I feel like you know, it's been a while. You've been in the hotel for a while, and you're in the hotel because of the end of your marriage. But I feel like you're still feeling this, like this thing, like he did this to you. And so every day you're in that hotel and not where you want to be. It's something he did to you, which, okay, facts, that's true. But let's not process it that way. Because when I look at him, he did you a favor. The way he didn't wasn't good. The way he did it wasn't good. But by doing it, he did you a favor. And so I think looking at, I'm not happy with my living situation, is kind of like we want to stop blaming the living situation on what he did and just recognize that, okay, we got to fix the living situation. When do we see a change? Honestly, I think as soon as you can kind of wrap your brain around what has happened and make that part of it okay. Living in the hotel isn't okay. But the end of the marriage, I think you have to make that okay. And as soon as you make it okay, your situation's going to change. All right. Oh, Jackie, I missed you. I am so sorry. Okay, thanks for letting me know. And I see it. I see it. Jackie, thanks for being a member. Thanks for being here. Do my ancestors have a message for me? All right. Here we go, Jackie Masters. Yes. Your ancestors want you to know that you can have exactly the life you want. You just have to believe it. You just have to believe it. Rosemary, wherever the blame is, it's time to stop blame. Blame is not working here. Let the blame go. Let the blame go. If it's blaming you, blaming him, wherever the blame is, the blame has to go. And Joyous Ocean. The guy you went on one date with. I'm happy you're dating. He's interesting, but I'm not hugely excited, I'll tell you that. All right. Baby cakes, what do my guides want to let me know about? That you're going to find every single thing you need. That you are on the path toward what you want, even if you don't know what you want. You are getting there. You're going to find all the things. Joyous Ocean, I love juicy stuff. Why do you think I am in the job I'm in? You know, how do you think I have managed to do this 7 days a week, pretty much 52 weeks a year for almost 30 years? How do you think? It's because I love the juicy stuff. It's true. It's true. Okay, Justine, here we go. Justine, thanks for being a member. Thanks for being a moderator. 2 guys, both ghosts from my past, have recently been texting me out of the blue. Hello, Mercury retrograde. Okay. Using initials, they would be B and J. Okay. In the past, both were equally disappointing in their own right, so I'm not expecting much good to come from reconnecting. It's hard for me because I've been lonely for quite some time, and I'm kind of feeling like any connection could be nice right now. Yet neither of them are making any real indication like to see me again or get together or hang out soon. All they do is text me and text me and text me. Days go by. They're still pointlessly texting me, and our convos are bleak at best. I hate small talk, and I don't like being on my phone when I don't have to. So I guess my question is, what do they want from me? Their intentions, is there a reason for me to put any real effort into either of these ongoing interactions? No apology necessary. Okay, so let's see. Does B have any redeemable value here? He's emotionally immature and a poor communicator. Yeah, no. Okay, no B. No B. Okay. J. If you're gonna choose one, choose J, but you would only choose him to hang out with and enjoy for a minute because there's no long-standing possibility with either of these. So if you want to hang out with one of them, it's J, but it's really neither of them. And that's how Mercury retrograde works, boys and girls. Mixu here, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thank you for the super sticker. Really, really appreciate it. Okay. Here we go. Let me make sure I got everybody. Rosemary, you're always so on point. I want to be like you when I grow up. You know, okay, I'm going to say this to you. Thank you so much for that. I have just recently recognized that, there is this long-term value in doing this work that, you wouldn't know if you hadn't been doing it for a long time. But if you work with the cards over a very long period of time, yeah, you do want to be that person because it does give you a great feeling of peace and calm to be in this energy for a long period of time. Thank you. Thank you for that. Yes. In that way, I do recommend being me. In other ways, I don't know, man. It's its own journey. But in that way, yes. All right. Terry T., nice to see you. Will I meet a man for love soon? You will meet someone to date pretty soon. I don't know that it will work out, but then you'll meet someone else. So yeah, it's coming. It's coming, but don't necessarily settle for the next one you meet. You know what I'm saying? All right. Mix you here. And thank you again for your super sticker. I have 3 job applications in. Well, I get one of them, which is best for me. Okay, so let's start with, will you get any of them? Cecil, intake, child and family. You may not get any of them. And if you don't get any of them, don't worry. Just keep applying. Don't attach anything to it. Just apply. All right. If you do, like if you could have any of them, which would be better for you if you had a choice or if they all offered? Either intake or child and family. Those 2 would be the better. Quinn Kilharius, should I break up with this boy or just ask for a break? My question is, like, if you have to ask for a break and that's not easy or natural, like, I mean, let's take a look. Let's see. I think you're making the best of a difficult situation in this current relationship. I'd let it go, man. I'd ask for a break from now until the sun turns to ice, but that's just me. Your choice. All right. Justine, my mom has a question about her boyfriend. They got into a big fight this weekend that got way blown out of proportion. No. Could you pull a card to look at what was the cause of the argument? And did she make the right decision to make up with him already? You know, was alcohol involved? The cause wasn't the cause. You know, like what they were fighting about wasn't the cause. And the cause is something that's a little unhealthy. It could be a drug or alcohol thing. It could be a mental health thing. It could be someone's not feeling well, but there's something deeper that's not necessarily about the relationship, but could be affecting the relationship that needs to be worked with. Audrey, is the sun going to turn to ice? Not for a very, very long time. So did she make the right decision to make up with him? Yes, absolutely yes. Yes. She made the right decision to make up with him because, you know, the thing they were arguing about was stupid. There may be some things they need to work through with one or both of them, either having an unhealthy way of being together or having an unhealthy habit or something that's influencing, but they can work on that. They should work on that. Okay, so here's the unhealthy thing. So it's not alcohol. He got mad because she asked him for a few more days before him coming back from Louisiana to stay with us. So the unhealthy thing is either his temper or the way they communicated that. They need to break that down and look at what's unhealthy there. There was something really unhealthy there. If she asked him for space and he couldn't do it, oh, he's on dialysis. Yeah, okay, so now we can't fix the dialysis. Dialysis is really hard. Does he do it at home or does he go to a center? Just curious. And that could be affecting his brain too. You know, we have to look at that. Dialysis affects all the organs. I mean, it's necessary or you die, but the process is not, it's not great. So that could be part of it. So they need to really look at how they can handle each other in a more healthy way. That's all. All right. Febborn. My daughter visited New Jersey and did not let me see the grands? What? Is she being manipulative? She's being something. Why did she not let you see the grands? Could it have been like a scheduling thing or something like that? Could there be more to this story, Febborn? Is it possible that she wasn't being manipulative, that it wasn't like that there were other things going on with her and she just didn't have the space? Still not saying it's okay, but I don't know that it's as bad as you might be thinking it is. Okay, so he does have a unit at home in Louisiana, and when he's staying with you, he does it. So he goes back and forth between the two places. And so, yeah, he should be fine with her request. And so the two of them need to talk about this. There needs to be better communication. All right, and an understanding that dialysis will be weird. But I think he has anger issues too, so we got to work through all that. All right, Jenny, nice to see you. Is X still worth it? What should I do? Is it possible that you have sucked all the goodness out of this? I don't know. I mean, it's up to you. I can make an argument either way. There are things about it that are worth it, but there are things that still infuriate you. I think the thing you need to know, Jenny, is that the things that infuriate you will continue to infuriate you, but the things that are good will continue to be good. You make a decision. Sorry. All right, Troy Associate, you're on fire today. Yeah, I do feel that way. That's good. That's good. All right. My friends, from my perspective, I have gotten to the end. If I accidentally missed anyone, I'm so sorry. Please do reiterate. If you haven't asked a question you want to, please do. I should be back Monday for the 3-card weekly reading. Oh, isn't that interesting? Audrey, issues can show up as unresolved anger. That's interesting, those two things there. Issues with kidneys. Yeah, interesting. All right, Justine, thank you for the super sticker. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. My friends, I shall be on my way. I am available for readings. The link is in the description. Reach out and schedule your session with me. I'll be back here on Monday. Thank you all, everyone, very much for spending some time with me today. I'll look forward to seeing you soon.